No, Karol, don't go to bed. No, she's getting into bed, and I've told her to go and speak to Elgers. Oh, that's a lovely view of her fingernails and rings there. They look so intense close up. Is she going to speak to Elgers? Yes, she is. And he's playful, which is actually quite scary.
Bebso Nef Starch Bibdo?
Oh, he's showing her how to use her phone. Here we go. Yet again, Karol pleading that she doesn't know how to do something as an excuse not to actually have to do it. After successfully completing the first milestone of her aspiration, Karol set about making some more lovely jewellery. She applied her impeccable sense of taste and fashion into making pieces that any sim would be proud to wear. And Karol had actually made some progress on the second milestone, because again, the first part of that was just to acquire something. And with her acquired crystal grid, Karol would be able to charge crystals and pieces of jewellery in order to increase their power and effectiveness. After placing her crystal grid outside, Karol began charging a piece of jewellery. Wearing a charged piece of jewellery was one aspect of completing her aspiration. And that piece of jewellery began to charge rather quickly, for it had been put outside on the night of a full moon, which meant jewellery and crystals would charge faster. This may sound like an intelligent move by Karol, but trust me, this wasn't planned. This was mere coincidence. Once more pretending to be scared of the dark, Karol headed outside to plant a seed-shaped gemstone. With this, Karol would be able to grow her very own crystal tree. This wasn't a required part of her aspiration at this stage, but it would be at the next one. And forward planning was, well, it wasn't something that Karol was good at, but Karol's actions aren't exactly strictly controlled by Karol right now. Karol found that vacuuming the dirty toilet helped her become focused, which would help her with her jewellery making endeavours. Making Karol vacuum a dirty toilet may sound like a disgusting thing to do, but she's the one who made it dirty when she went for her panicked poop earlier. With her crystal grid acquired and a crystal seed planted, the only part remaining of the second milestone of Karol's aspiration to complete was for her to wear a fully charged piece of jewellery, which, given that it was the night of a full moon, she would soon be able to do. In the meantime, it would be really nice if she would go and practice some more of her jewellery making skills. Instead, however, she's gone to read a children's book. After a magical force put the piece of jewellery into Karol's inventory and therefore put it on her, she finally checked off the next part of her aspiration, allowing her to complete the second milestone. This meant Karol was halfway through her aspiration. However, the next two parts would be much more difficult. To celebrate this achievement, however, Karol decided to share with the rest of the asylum something she had found on her travels. She had found the group a little pet.
Oh.
After a little gentle persuasion, Karol finally returned to working on her jewellery making skills. The next milestone would require Karol to complete 5 pieces of excellent jewellery and make 10 pieces whilst focused. The third step of this milestone would be to grow a magnificent quality crystal tree. This one would prove quite time consuming, Luckily for Karol, the 5 excellent pieces of jewellery was quite subjective, because let's be honest, nothing Karol's making could ever be considered excellent. And so, as Karol continues to put herself in the presence of someone she so despises that it makes her angry and irrational, we will end the episode here for today. Join us next time as Karol continues her endeavours to complete the Crystal Crafter aspiration and escape the asylum. Thanks for watching.
Dupa.
Oh, me Beric.
Shub. Benarlateroy.
Karol is infuriating because the only action she will follow through without cancelling off is going to bed or going to the toilet. The rest of the time, it's just a constant battle to get her to do anything.
Oh, Rolshba Quex and Oz.